Futures and options are inherently risky and not suitable for all investors. Only risk capital should be used. An investor may lose more than the original investment. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results.
All right, well here I am. I know Matt just talked about options. This is still Wednesday, May 16th, and it's about 11:30 Central. And I'm going to give you a few things to watch in the bonds and notes. I have three important prices. Now, I'm bearish on these things, but obviously the way they're trading right now, I got to be patient. I have some places up top I want to sell if the rally continues, but again, I have a downside bias on bonds and notes. And you know, if you guys are newer to trading, you can have an opinion on the market, but you can't impart your opinion. This market, I had spots down below that I want to see it take out, and if it did, I was going to jump in well, for me, a small trader with some pretty good size looking for some downside. It didn't happen. So I can't just invent weakness. You know, I can't just say, well, I'm bearish, I'm going to sell them here. Can't do it, okay? I got to be patient. Now, the places I'm looking at in bonds is 145.27. Now, today's low when I left the floor was 145.26. One tick is not enough, okay? That's not enough. But if they can get back down there and go 25 sellers, trade some fours, okay, that's one thing I'm looking at. Now, 10-year notes, I had 133.03 half. I thought if we got below that. Well, the market has been down there, okay? That market did show some weakness. But again, I have four components: bonds, 10s, 5s, and the S&P. All right, I had some weakness out of the 10 years. They couldn't follow through. If they can revisit that area, okay, I'm looking at that. The 5-year, it's 30 and a quarter, 123.30 and a quarter. Now, again, the lingo I use is what we use on the floor. When I say 30 and a quarter, it's one quarter. Well, how can I explain this? But you know what? I'm not going to, because I hear some people talk about 64ths and things like that, which I kind of see now that it might be an option thing, but 30 and a quarter. Okay, so 123.30 and a quarter. Get below that, you have some weakness. Now remember, if the bonds sneak below the 27, but 10s aren't below the 03 half, 5s aren't below 30 and a quarter, I'm not going to sell. I want confirmation. But you got plenty of downside if those prices get taken out. Bonds, you can look for a move down to support at 145.11, maybe even squeezing for a target at 145.04. 10 years, you would look for a move down to 132.23. In 5 years, you look for a move down to support at 123.22. Okay, now those are pretty good moves. Now, I said earlier that there's places that I'll try and sell strength if this rally continues. And I left the floor with some sells there, but I can keep an eye on it through Matt stuff. But bonds, 147.25. If there's a nearby top in this market, it's 147.20, 147.27 in the bonds, okay, and that's what I'm going to sell. Now, I can go on and on with this, but we're trying to keep these reasonably short, so that's my thoughts for you, and that's going to wrap it up. Oh, you got it.